Hey, it's Bill Immaculate Paint Protection. Today, let's apply paint protection film to a Ford Raptor. We laid out the paint protection film patterns in the computer. We cut the paint protection film this morning. We just got done weeding the film. Now we're ready to install the paint protection film. So we're gonna lay the paint protection film down. We're gonna get it tacked up here in the corners. Get tacked in the corners, start squeegeeing it out, remove the water. That's the beauty of the paint protection film patterns is if you're doing it right, you're not taking a knife to the car. When they do that custom work, they're trimming everything with a knife. That's when things can get real hairy real quickly. Let's come back, let's trim these edges down. Take the heat gun here down, when we can just fold these edges over and they'll wrap. We're going to install the fenders. We're going to install paint protection film on the fenders here. We're going to spray the PPF. We're going to lift it off. We're lifting off and spraying it right now because there's adhesive underneath this paint protection film. The soap and water solution here in the pony keg is going to help us float the film around on the panel. We use a squeegee here to remove the water out. We're going to use patterns on the truck today because it's a better install, right? So what does that mean? It means we're not taking the headlights apart. We're not taking the grill apart. We're not disassembling a brand new truck. I just don't want to take these cars apart. I don't think you want your brand new car taken apart either. We can fully wrap these fenders with a caveat, right? You got two choices out there when you're looking for paint protection film. You got quote unquote custom or bulk, which sounds amazing. Here's what they're not telling you. That custom work means that they're taking your brand new car, taking your brand new truck apart. The reason they're taking your car apart, not because they're wanting to do a better job for you, but because they haven't invested all the money in the plotter. They haven't invested the monthly subscription fee to get patterns. My experience tells me that those shops that aren't using computer cut patterns, they're new, they're fresh. They haven't been doing this, they're just getting into it. We have enough patterns. We can cover this entire truck if we want to. But to do the entire vehicle, it gets real pricey real quick. We're wiping the PPF down, we're looking and making sure we don't have a whole bunch of water left over. We're gonna get the water out. Moving the water up the squeegee is probably the easy part of the job here. The hard part is figuring out how to stretch the material, how to get it lined up. Because essentially what we're doing here is we're taking a two-dimensional shape, and now we have to stretch the material to lay onto the car and to look nice. Maybe I'm making this look easy, maybe I'm making this look difficult, I don't know. We've been doing this, I started 2017, so I worked the first year doing friends and family's car in 2017. I wanted to try it out on my own, learn on my own. Worked with 3M down in Baltimore. They got me trained up down there, real good guys to work with. Went down to training 3-4 more times just because I knew it was gonna take that much effort to learn how to get good at this. All right, so let's talk about where PPF comes from. PPF comes in a box. We've got it loaded up onto the machine here. This is our plotter. We're gonna use the core software from Eastman, Suntech. Since we're a Suntech installer, we have access to it here. So here's the pattern for the bumper. We're using the matte PPF, so it's gonna match the factory matte finish. The bumper doesn't have a glossy finish. The bumper has a matte finish, right? So if we were to put glossy PPF on this matte factory finish, well, the matte finish would become glossy. So how do we handle that? We have matte PPF in stock here. So we're gonna put the matte PPF on the factory matte bumper, and that is gonna make it match up so it looks factory fresh. The nice thing about computer cutting the PPF is we're not gonna be cutting on the car. The guys that are telling you, hey, custom work is better, they're telling you custom work is better because they don't have thousands of dollars wrapped up in the equipment and they're not paying a monthly subscription fee. So ask them why they think it's better and ask them if they have a plotter. If they tell you they got a plotter and they think it's better, well then okay, maybe. But the next question to ask them is, are they gonna take your vehicle apart? So we've had no disassembly on this Raptor throughout the whole process here because we're using these patterns here. So we believe that's a better install for our client. It's gonna be a better install for you if you're using high quality patterns. So at this point, we've installed the fenders, we've installed the bumper, we've installed the hood, we've installed the mirrors. That's all included in our full front end package at Immaculate Paint Protection. So you're wondering how much does paint protection film cost? If you click the link below, I have all my pricing posted online, no nonsense, hassle-free, haggle-free pricing. You can see how much this job costs today. Again, if you want to see the pricing, it's online at Immaculate Paint Protection. The more information you have, the better off you're going to be in this purchase decision. So here's some of the add-ons that the client elected for today. We're going to do PPF on the headlights. That way the headlights won't yellow out going down the road. Now, the headlights do have a UV protection from the factory. The factory UV protection fails when it's driving down the highway and gets sandblasted completely with all the sand, the grit, the grime, that water spray is coming up. That's gonna etch the plastic. It's gonna break through the factory UV coating. Paint protection film is a little more durable. It's gonna stop that. Next thing we're gonna do for the client here, he wanted to have the door cups. Showed the client about the B-pillars. So that's the area in between the doors here. What happens is people shut their doors. This piano black area, it's gonna get all swirled, all scratched up. The paint protection film is gonna stop that. Now, here's what we really recommend. We're going to install the rocker panels, right? So on a truck like this is nice on this Ford, is that the rocker, this door lower section, right up into this body line down, we'll put paint protection film here. It's going to wrap around the bottom into the door. Do you need to do this doors? I think you do. Sometimes you don't. If you got the big running boards, look, there's big mud flaps here, there's running boards. Is something going to get kicked up along the door? Yeah, it is. But, you know, the likelihood of it is probably not great. So let's be transparent here and not oversell you something you don't need. But we've seen it from time to time. I mean, really, if you want to test if you need this or not, just go out if you're driving your truck for a while and see how much dirt sprayed up along the lower section of your doors. You're going to find a lot. And then finally, we didn't have to do the whole tailgate here section. I mean, 2/3 of this tailgate's the plastic inlay, but we're going to do paint protection film along the top section here. We're going to do that because, you know, you get your work gloves on there, you're hauling stuff in and out, you're grabbing, this is where you're going to grab the tailgate. You're going to mar that whole area up and scratch it right there. So the paint protection film is going to stop that on the back end from happening. Hey, thanks for being here. Hit the like, subscribe button. We got a behind the scenes video here. We'll do a shop tour. We'll show you what's going on day to day here at Immaculate Paint Protection. We got a bunch of other videos up there. We appreciate your time. If you got any questions, drop a comment. We'll see you there. Stick around for the next video when we put ceramic coating on this Ford Raptor.